Hi everyone, it's astrology time. So, I've been experiencing something quite profound this year, and it really started in January, and it's like a repeated theme that keeps happening to me over and over this year. And I was like, what is going on? And of course, I found the answers in my own birth chart. So, since the beginning of this year, I have been really challenged and tested when it comes to my self-esteem and my self-respect and my dignity for myself. And I keep finding myself in these situations all year where I have to basically choose myself and stand up for myself when people are misbehaving with me. If you've watched my previous videos where I talk about my astrology, you'll remember that I'm not cosmically supported to have a healthy confidence or a healthy self-esteem. This is something that I have had to actively work on within myself. And finally, at this age, in my mid-40s, this specific year, I've been able to really assert my self-respect and my dignity when it comes to my relationships. And this is all sorts of relationships, even situations at work with my seniors, as I would actually not even a senior, I would say high-level management, where I have to really not tolerate any crap from anyone when it comes to my self-respect and my dignity, and basically treating me with decency and treating me with respect. So I figured, what is going on in my chart that these themes keep happening? Now, we are finishing up some really intense astrological transits that have been really slow moving, and the energy is changing to move into new energy starting next year. So a lot of what has been happening this past year is basically the planets asking me, have you learned your lesson? Have you evolved? Have you grown? Do you have self-respect? Do you care enough for yourself now where you're basically not tolerating any crap from friends, from family, at work, with men, anywhere? So what has been happening in my chart specifically? As a Libra rising, I'm a Libra rising. That means Uranus has been transiting my 8th house of Taurus. That also means that Uranus is opposite my 2nd house of self-values and self-esteem. So my 2nd house has been getting a blast from Uranus in my 8th, transiting my 8th house. And Uranus is finishing up its time in Taurus. It's been moving through Taurus for the last 7 years. So we're going to be, it's testing me. Have you learned your lessons when it comes to your self-respect, your self-values, your self-dignity? And Uranus is going to be throwing sudden situations at me, and it's seeing how I am handling myself. At the same time, Saturn is finishing up its time in Pisces. For me, Pisces is in my 6th house. For me, my moon is in Pisces as well. My south node is in Pisces as well. And if you have watched any of my other videos, you know that my moon is very heavily afflicted in my chart. So I don't have that natural ability to stand up for myself. I don't have that natural confidence to care for myself. So what I've been doing this year is actually very new behavior for me. But that's basically what Saturn wants me to do. Saturn is about to move into my 7th house of relationships and one-on-one partnerships. That can be one-on-one friendships as well. And it's testing me. Do you have self-respect? Saturn is a sign of respect. Do I have self-respect? Do I have dignity? At the same time, Neptune is finishing up its time in Pisces as well. So Saturn's been moving through Pisces for the last 2.5 years. Neptune has been moving through Pisces since 2011. So it went over my moon, it went over my south node, and it's finishing up its time in Pisces. It's going into the 7th house of, again, one-on-one partnerships. And with Saturn there, the veil, the fog of Pisces, Neptune and Pisces is being lifted. So I'm able to see things very clearly. And Saturn is there again saying, do you have self-respect? So it's really interesting to see how astrology plays out. And, you know, you can really find all the answers in your transits and what's going on for you. I have to say that I'm very proud of myself. I'm very proud of myself for finally being in a position where I have that inner confidence to say, I'm not okay with this kind of behavior, and I'm going to choose myself. And if that means walking away from people who have been in my life for a long time, that means walking away from even family members. I'm doing it with a lot of dignity. And that's a very courageous thing to do. Standing up for yourself when you don't stand up for yourself, when you have a long history of not having any kind of self-esteem, any kind of self-confidence, and caring for yourself enough to be like, you know what, I'm going to take a step back because I'm not being respected in this dynamic. That takes a lot of courage. That's brave action, as my therapist says. So I'm really proud of where I am in my life right now. And I'm really glad that I found, once again, the answers in my astrology and what's happening for me. I'm really excited for next year, 2026, because we're going to really be in new energies, all of us. But where it's happening for you, it's very specific to your birth chart. I hope you enjoyed this little astrology talk, and talk soon.